The mango. Also known as Mangifica indica, the national fruit of India, Pakistan, and the Philippines. Also the national tree of Bangladesh, a big part of the Indian culture, and also so many people's only source of income. The mango has deep roots in their history and lifestyle.
Around 4,000 years ago, humans ate the mangoes and dropped the pits on the ground around their homes in many places. These mangoes continued to multiply until now, where they are the base of a huge industry in Asia and the world. Its juicy fruit is a rich source of vitamins A, C, and D. In India, there are over 100 varieties of mangoes in different sizes, shapes, and colors. Mangoes have been cultivated in India from time immemorial. The poet Kalidasa sang its praises. Alexander savored its taste, as did the Chinese pilgrim Xian Sang. The mango comes from the mango tree, a tree grown in many places around the globe. The main parts are the roots, trunk, leaves, and fruit. Mangoes are grown in many places close to the equator, such as Indonesia, India, Bangladesh, and the Philippines. Mangoes are evergreen trees that are drought-tolerant and love sunshine. Mangoes are best grown in tropical and subtropical climates. The mango is naturally adapted to tropical lowlands between 25 degrees north and 25 degrees south of the equator and up to elevations of 3,000 feet. The best climate for mangoes have rainfalls of 30 to 100 millimeters in the 4 summer months, June to September, followed by 8 months of dry season. Mango leaves are equipped with a thick outer cuticle to prevent water and nutrient loss. Mango leaves also alternate along the stem to maximize light energy gained. The mango plant consists of a long taproot that can reach up to 6 feet deep. This unique feature allows the mango to survive in semi-drought conditions, like an 8-month dry period. The mango tree produces flowers to attract pollinators. Mangoes like growing in light and free-draining soils. They don't need rich soil. You actually get the best crops on soils of somewhat lower fertility. Mangoes also have resin ducts. These ducts, found on mango stems, prevent the plant from wilting in extended periods without rain.
Mango trees also undergo photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is where the plants create their own nutrients. Carbon dioxide, water, and sunlight are altered chemically to form glucose and oxygen. Things called chloroplasts are the key to photosynthesis. Within the chloroplasts, photosynthesis can take place. Once nutrients have been made via photosynthesis, they must be transported through the plant. To complete this task, specialized structures have developed. Xylem, which transports water, uses simple chemistry principles to move the water from the roots to the top of the plant. In other words, plants utilize the concept that water will flow from a low solute concentration to a higher solute concentration. The leaves undergo transpiration and release water to the atmosphere. The solute concentration increases and water is literally pulled up from the roots to the leaves. The water molecules are able to stick together due to cohesive forces.
Phloem, which distributes nutrients to the plant, utilizes a type of cell called sieve tubes to move sugars from the source to the nutrient-deprived region. Typically, the source of such nutrients is the leaves, where most chloroplasts and photosynthesis can occur. If excess sugars are produced, they are stored within the plant as starch. Once planted, mango seeds usually sprout in a week or 2, but it takes mango seeds about 1 year to reach 3 to 4 feet tall. This is the height at which commercial growers typically transplant mango trees out to growing facilities. After planting, it takes mango trees between 2 and 4 years to produce fruit. Once the fruit appears, it takes 3 to 6 months to mature. Mature mango trees can reach heights and spreads of more than 40 feet, and some live for more than 300 years. The mangoes are just to attract other animals to eat them and poop them out somewhere else. The seeds then germinate and sprout above the soil. The sprout then grows into a tree and grows flowers. It grows fruit and drops them to restart the process. Meanwhile, when mango trees are grown commercially, humans pick the mangoes off the trees, eat them, and then throw out the seeds. When we throw out the seeds, they can't grow, so only a select few seeds ever get to grow. Some growers use methods like pruning and cutting into the bark in different places to stimulate the bark. Drying out the soil for a while before flowering to increase the flowering, and even girdling the tree. It is said that girdling trees kills the tree by limiting its ability to transport sugars, but this method is so it only removes the layer just under the bark, not limiting sugar transfer. There are many pesticides used on mangoes. They include thibendazole, azoxystrobin, carbendazim, also known as MBC, omethoate, chlorprophum, and 6 others. The mango has been genetically modified to implement things like fungal resistance, bacterial resistance, insect resistance, modified ethylene production, modified root system, and modified composition of components for flavor. Ethylene is a hydrocarbon that naturally occurs in plants and can actually be used to force the ripening of fruits. Somehow they actually made seedless mangoes. The problem with all of these biological controls are that the seedless mangoes are not sustainable. All the pesticides found in mangoes have things like carcinogens, hormone disruptors, neurotoxins, bee toxins, and developmental or reproductive toxins. Carcinogens can actually cause cancer. Some carcinogens do not affect DNA directly, but lead to cancer in other ways. For example, they may cause cells to divide at a faster than normal rate, which could increase the chances that DNA changes will happen. Developmental or reproductive toxins can mimic natural hormones, and neurotoxins are substances that are poisonous or destructive to the nerve tissue. Bee toxins are in some pesticides, and guess what? They kill bees. Bees are dying at an unprecedented rate, up to 30% per year. After photosynthesis occurs, the tree still needs to convert sugars into energy. To do that, plants respire. Respiration is where the plant combines the sugars with oxygen and releases energy, carbon dioxide, and water. This lets the plant or tree complete basic life processes. In India, there are many mango trees that grow in the wild, and many people would pick those mangoes, but people probably don't sell them and just eat them. Mango farmers grow them outside and don't control the climate, but they control watering and use pesticides. The current ways of using pesticides and controlling the mango tree's environment is not sustainable, but if we naturally source them, it could be. This investigation has changed how we think about buying foods or fibers because the side effects are immense. Next time, I will ask about what pesticides are being used in the foods and fibers I am buying, and if they are harmful to anything. Everyone should at least think of doing this because side effects in pesticides can be very harmful to humans and the environment. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you later.